What's going on, guys? Girls, Rob with you this evening, and we're going to rank the top 25 college teams out of the 36 that are in the set of 2021. Um, we're going to try our best at it anyway, and go from there. Um, 18 teams won in week one, but then we got to kind of try to find the best of the rest. One team was taken, or two teams went to overtime, so one team won and one team didn't. So I guess we can go by that. Maybe the overtime team could be the 19th team, but then 20 all the way to 25. So, um, yeah. And, if you weren't expected to win, did you at least put on a good effort? Put a good show on, whatever you want to call it. You call it show, effort, whatever. I've also played a week 2 game. I'm not gonna divulge anything that happened in that game because that might influence voters. I don't want to influence the voters at all. So I'm looking not to influence the voters one bit. And if I can do that, let's see, that would be great. All right. 3, 2. All right. So welcome if you're just getting in here. I'm getting together the cards, putting them back in the order that they were ranked at the end of 2021. So not necessarily maybe the way they're going to be tonight, but whoever's here tonight, if you're going to be on my committee, and I'm going to kind of have a committee, I think, of people that's going to be helping me rank the teams. So I think this is going to be I think it'll be a lot of fun. I really do. Yeah. So there's the top 25 teams as they were released at the end of 2021. It's not going to be that way now. It's just a lot of these teams lost, and a lot of these teams that are not in top 25. I think it's 11 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 36 teams. A lot of these teams won, so they're going to be in the top 25. So we will decide that as we go. We got comments on right now. If you're here, say hello. Say hello. I got some news, so a little bit of family news. I'll divulge that in a little bit. I've haven't made it. No kind of social platform that I've been on today have I divulged it. So other than my family and maybe a couple of close friends, they wouldn't know what's happened today. But I will divulge that information in just a little bit. And I definitely want everybody to know the situation at hand today. Also, let's see. My week 2 game, I want to make sure I got that separated from week 1. So maybe I've got that. Yeah, there's a week 2 game right there. What's up, Roger Ward? What's going on? Roger, if you'd like to come on live with me, let me know. I want to have a panel of people that are going to rank my football teams according to how they played this week in my scoring and stuff like that. And I'm going to let each person do their own weighing in of the teams. And then we're going to go all together, and then we're going to rank the teams. We'll rank them together. So it'll be pretty cool. So, yeah, if you're interested in coming on live with me, let me know. I would love a lot of audience participation live with me tonight. This would be great. Harris, um, um, Keith, Tim, Roger, Michael, Matt, um, anybody that's been on my channel live with me. Yes. Travis was just on with me last night. Travis liked to come on with me. Yes. Ken Castro, Anthony Crooks, Atla Bryan, anybody. If you'd like to come on live with me, I want you to help me rank my teams tonight. And I'm going to kind of make each person, one person maybe like the AP poll and one person like the USA Today poll, and then we're going to put them together and we're going to average them up, and then we're going to figure out where they should be in the rankings. That's what we're going to do. So we'll figure out what's going on there. Watching the Atlanta Braves, Philadelphia Phillies in Philly. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning, 3-2 is the current score there. Philadelphia just put one across the board. I guess it was 3-1 there for the longest time. But yes, if you would like to be on my channel, would be on my channel tonight, that would be wonderful. I got to go back to my red there for Philadelphia, don't I? Mm-hmm. I have to get back to my red for Philly. There we go. And for Boston, too, I guess. Do we want to do that? No. That, or that. We'll do that. How about that? And did not see nowhere near all of them, so I would not be. Well, if that is, I'm going to give everybody the games. I'm going to give everybody the teams that won, the scores, who they played, everything. And then so if you just got a piece of paper and a pencil, you can kind of write them down. It's nothing. I mean, it's not anything that's got to be super, official. But if we can get it close, it'd be cool. That way I can post it on the from week to week or day to day or whatever. Who's my top 25 right now in college? My college top 25. So, yeah, I will give you their rankings on here and then give you their scores and stuff too. And that would probably be the best way to go. That way you can kind of see if they played good enough to stay number one, or did somebody outplay them. And definitely some of the top 10 will not be top 10 material. A couple of top 10 teams that lost. So, yeah, they're going to get replaced. They're going to get moved around. But if you'd like to be on with me tonight, you just let me know. I will send the invite to you. I will send the invitation to you. So I tell you what, Roger's right here with me. So let me send an invitation to Roger, and I'm just going to send some around the world here. That's the way we'll do it. Bum, 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 bum. The news of the day, Dad took a fall. He was out in the yard today, and he fell. Mom didn't know anything about it. Somebody drove by and saw him down on the ground and actually stopped. So, pretty cool neighbors we've got. Immediately upon finding out, Mom gave me a call. Me and Darlene went down there. And we went down there and got him up off the ground. We are definitely going to try to get some people in there tonight. We sent a bunch out. Let's hope they work. Let's hope they all went out to different people. That's cool. All right. So we're going to rank. Sorry to hear that, Rob. Hobbyist, you got to come on one day with us. Hobbyist has been jumping us, been avoiding us. We got to have the hobbyist on. We got to have the hobbyist come on with us. If you got a camera, if you got a phone, iPhone, it works off iPhone. As long as you can get to your email, you can be on here with me. Travis did that. Travis is actually going to try his iPhone the next time he comes on. But you can do it. You can use I even think you can use an iPad. I'm not even sure. So 3 outs in the 6th to go into the 7th. 3-2 Atlanta over Philly. Not what we wanted to see there. Not what we wanted to see. But yeah, you can use an iPad, iPhone, all sorts of things, a laptop, whatever. If you can get to your email and it's got a camera or phone, any kind of camera at all on it, you can be on here live with me. And that's what I'll say. I sent a lot of people invites right now. Probably sent 15 people invitations to come on here live with me now. So we may hear a boop, poop. And if we do hear that in a minute, that'll be excellent. And then we'll rank our top 25 teams the way they did. Schmidt is a man. Sorry, man, but go Braves. Oh, you know what? I'm not a big Schmitty fan. I'm really not. That's one of the dudes I'm not, to me, I'm just not a huge Schmitty fan. Dad, I got him a AAA. What's the name? I can't think of their name of their AAA team. It's down there in Georgia though. It's a G Braves. I can't think of it, but I bought him that hat. I got him a hat. Gwinnett Braves, and yeah, I got him that. He likes that. Dad does. But let's see. We got Michigan. They played as well, didn't they? Yep. Not Greenville. Gwinnett. It's Gwinnett. It's just outside. It's just outside of Philadelphia. I mean, of Atlanta. I'm sorry, not Philly. Of Atlanta. Anybody willing to come on here with me tonight? I've sent invitations out. They are out. And here comes the wife, in fact. Here comes Darlene. She's just getting back. Ta-da. It's a little dark outside now. It's getting a little bit dark. Did they get to food? Good. I made chicken casserole for my neighbors today. My neighbor's mom fell down, broke her hip. She's 92. Oh, she'll be 91, so she's not quite as old. She's 90 then. All right. Gotcha. I gotcha. There's Baylor right there. And then Ohio State. I don't know where Ohio State is. I'll find them. There's Ohio State. Oklahoma State. We got Roger coming on with me right now. Roger Ward. Welcome. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Sound. I don't know if she can hear you or not. She's saying hi. Darlene saying hi
hello.
to you.
Hey, hello. Darlene.
He said hi to you. Yeah. Been a while since we've seen the Detroit Tigers fan in here. Yeah, you been watching your Tigers this year?
Little bit. I'm on a little bit of a delay with you, Rob. I don't know
Oh,
for some
okay.
reason.
All right. Have you been watching? You've been watching them a little bit. You say?
Yes.
Yeah. If you am I on your TV? Am I on your television? Or am I just on your computer?
You're on the computer.
All right. Most of the time, if somebody has me on their TV, it is a little bit of a delay. Most time on the computer, it's not. Now, did you shut down StreamYard where you were in? Did you shut that down when you came in? Like, did you go to your email and just pop right in that way without staying in your StreamYard or staying in YouTube? If you leave YouTube, it should make it quicker. Should do it. Like when you joined up with me, if you didn't stay in the YouTube community, it should have been better. I don't know. Looked like to me it would be. I think so anyway. Let's see. A couple of these games I can't find. And now we got Roger coming to me twice. How about that? Now can you hear me quicker?
Can you got me better?
Yeah, can you hear me better now?
Yes, sir.
All right, I believe this one right here we can remove. We'll do like dot.
Now we should be live.
Yeah.
Now I got you.
Yep, I got you too. Yep, that's what it is. Anytime you come in live with us, guys, if you're in YouTube, leave YouTube, go to your email. I'll send the email to you. Pop right in here, and then you should be able to hear me right off.
That's what happened. I was on the phone, and then I hung into the computer. So as soon as I clicked out of the phone, well, good.
Yep, I got you. Yep. So you down in Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
We went down out of Cherokee, down in that area. Look, and we didn't see any bears and all, but I tell you one thing, it's a beautiful area down there.
We pretty I don't know. We're drying up right now.
Oh man, we need some rain badly. We need rain really badly. Yeah, up north of us yesterday, up in New York, even in Maryland yesterday, they got some rain down in my neck of the woods. Then Hobbyist says, Hobbyist is in Tennessee too? I want to say, I'm not sure, but I think so.
See, I'm in northern Tennessee. I'm 2 miles from the Kentucky border.
Oh, okay. I got you. Now, are you as far west as Nashville, or are you further east than Nashville?
No, we're further east.
Oh, okay.
I'm about an hour north of Knoxville.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. And Hobbyist, where are you at? Where are you at in Tennessee? Where's the Hobbyist at? I am in the middle of Tennessee. All right. So maybe he can give us an area kind of rough estimate area in a minute. Don't have to give you city. You don't have to give your city away. Kingsport way, Roger?
No, I'm quite a bit further west than that.
All right. He's further west of that one there. Hobbyist. Yep. And that's
straight. I'm up 75 from Knoxville, and then you get on a highway called 63, and I'm about 30 minutes from there.
Oh, okay. Utah State. State Air Force.
Sorry to hear about your father there.
Yeah, Rob. He fell down today, but hey, you know what? He is one tough bird, bro. He's bleeding a little bit, but he didn't let that slow him down a bit. I'm serious. Not a bit. No. He was like, "Am I bleeding?" That's what he's asking me. Am I bleeding? Are you hurting? No, not now. I ain't feeling bad. If I go to Virginia, I go through Kingsport. That's what Hobbyist says. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get a couple more. I'd like to get a couple more people on here.
Yeah, I remember when your dad was in the nursing home. Was it a hip he broke then?
Right. He broke his hip. He fell and broke his hip. That's been, was it last summer, Darlene, or the year before that? 2 summers ago. So it was 2 summers back. He fell, broke his hip. So it was before the pandemic really kicked. I guess it was kind of in starting the pandemic.
Right when it started. Yeah.
Yeah. So right there around June, July, I know we went July the 4th to go see him because they had like a big thing going on. So he stayed in there a month, and we brought him home and was like, oh shit, he can't walk, he can't do nothing for himself.
Yeah.
He was at home maybe 2 days, Roger, and he was using that cane and he was getting back around. And now I ask him anytime, I said, how about your hip? Don't bother me a bit.
Yeah, all he wants to know now is if he's bleeding.
He just wants to know if he's bleeding, but it don't bother him, because I'm telling you, my man got, like I say, he's got like poles or whatever, rods or whatever in his hip and all, and it ain't bothering him a bit. He's 88, and he don't let it phase him, man. I'm telling you, he's the only person 88 I know that when I see him and stuff, are you hurting? And then once in a while on the bottom of his feet, if he ain't moved all day, he'll say, man, the bottom of my feet ain't feeling good. But other than that, man, legs, arms, he don't have headaches. I am shocked. My man's had like 2 or 3 heart surgeries. He's had cancer. He's a walking miracle, man.
That's an incredible man.
It is. He only has one eye, one hand is kind of like this, and he walks, and it's like, okay, I'll ride down into the house. Yesterday, for instance, when I told him, I said, I'm going over to Staples to go get this thing, and I want to do some more business while I'm gone. You know, ride with me. Before I could even get the words out, he's starting to get up already. He's like, yep, I'll go with you. So he hopped in the car with me and went riding with me. So he's tough. He is tough.
Great.
Yeah. Keith,
now, is he the big Braves fan?
Yeah, he's a big Braves fan. Yeah.
So y'all have some really good conversations, don't you?
Once in a while. He don't watch them too much, because about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, 8:30. He's calling out, going to bed about every night. Yeah, so he'll hear the next day if they won or not. If they end up going to the World Series this year, I'm going to, at the least, I'm going to have him down here at my house where he can sit up here and watch the games every night until they finish every night anyway. But if possible, I'd love to get tickets for one of the games anyway. It would be tough, but, I know he would never, ever, that would, to the end of his life, that would be the ultimate, because he'd never been to a Major League Baseball game until I took him to Philadelphia with me. And I've taken him to Philly with me 2 or 3 times.
Oh, that's
yeah. Now his Braves never won, but
they've got a few injuries right now too, trying to deal with Albies. Albies is huge.
And then Phillies they've got Bryce Harper out for a month.
Yeah,
he broke his thumb, so
be hard to catch the Mets now
for either one of them. It really is. But if either team probably can be the Braves, because they've got the bullpen to do it. This kid right here at bat right now, Dansby Swanson. He's having a good season.
He is really the man right now. Yes, sir.
Get Acuna back, and Albies gets hurt. Yeah, that's what. Yep, you're right, hobbyist. Ronald Acuna Jr. He's a good player. Ozuna's a good player. They've got a lot of talent. I still say losing Freeman was more. It was more to that than just people say. What's up, Tim?
Hey, Tim.
Losing Freeman hurt him. losing Freeman hurt them because, yeah, they got the kid from from Oakland, but their team just doesn't mesh the same since he's been gone. And they've got as much talent. Darno, the kid that plays third base, what's his name? I can't think of his name. We call him Squarehead. He's a big dude, man. I mean, he's a big rascal. I can't think of his name. But, yeah, I finally finished my week 1 of all my fast drive, Tim. I went and I got mine like yet. So
Freddie Freeman is in the news, actually. Funny you bring him up.
Oh, what has he done now?
Well, he fired his agent.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Why now? He just done everything for him he could have done for him. He got him signed to the big contract and everything. I know he didn't leave Atlanta on the best of terms with Chipper Jones and all. Chipper Jones was upset about it when it happened, but
I think he might have thought because of the reaction he got from the last series that
did the Braves fans not meet him? Did they boo him?
No. They gave him a standing ovation and all that stuff. But give another 20 games and he may hire him back.
I think he was just caught up in the emotion because he was really tearful when he got his ring and back in Atlanta, and it was a lot to do with that.
Yeah. And was he the last person to have to get one, or was still somebody else still got to get one?
I do not know.
I don't know. No clue. I don't either. I was wondering if it was somebody else going to be showing their face. I figured he's probably the last one to get one because it's we're getting to the 90th game, pretty close to it. So it's getting close. 3-2 Phillies right now. I think it's going to the bottom of the 7th. It's what it is.
That's where we're at in Cleveland for game 2 of the game 2 today. The Guardians were lucky to win game 1.
From who were they playing?
Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Well, they were down. The home run ball is killing the Guardians. Correa hit one at the top of the 7th to put them up 2-1. And they brought in some young reliever who they had the 4-run rally in the 9th inning the week before. Yeah, he decided to walk the bases loaded and give up a run and or 2 runs, and then they won 3-2.
Wow.
Game 1. So.
And now, what's the score here in game 2?
5-0 Twins.
Oh, okay. And is the Twins still in first place?
Yes, thanks to that little the sweep to the Red Sox that the Guardians had over the weekend.
Oh, they swept the Red Sox?
No.
Oh, the Red Sox swept the Guardians. Is the
yeah.
Guardians in second place?
Yes.
Really? Wow.
They have been really good in the month of June. Plus, they also had that what was it, like 6-7-2 road trip when they went to.
How about that? 3-3 Phillies. Schwarber, 21st home run right there. He just knocked it. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And
they went to Colorado, LA, and Dodgers and Minnesota, and won 7-9.
And Philly just got back from Washington, LA. Now, let's see. Oh, where'd they go? Washington, San Diego, and Texas. Washington, Texas, and San Diego. They won 4 of 5. They actually played 5 in Washington. Won 4 or 5. Went to Texas and laid 2 eggs. They lost there, and then they won 3 out of 4 at San Diego. So they went 7-4 on the road trip. That was pretty good there. Let's see, 7-4.
One other point of business. I have not seen it, so if you guys have, maybe you can let me know.
Okay.
Have there been any appeals announced from the suspension decision that came out? For
Deshaun Watson.
No.
Oh,
from
the brawl.
From the brawl
with the Mariners and the Angels.
Right.
I have not heard anything about that.
Wow.
The Deshaun Watson situation has even gotten even more cloudy because they're saying now the 24th lady that's involved in this situation reported it. And she's saying now it was trying to be in a cover-up. So if all that,
definitely see that.
Yeah. So now, yeah, she would not settle. She would not settle. It's looking like he's going to get another year. Now, the only thing that's saving grace maybe for the Browns is, can they get his salary off of the salary cap for the year? If not, they are in some serious trouble because they really that is not what they need. They really don't.
Right.
So yeah, the Browns, in 1 minute they're in trouble, and the next minute they're in terrible trouble. Dwayne Martin, he is upset with his agent about not getting him re-signed with the Braves. Yeah. Why wouldn't it? Well, look, I look at it this way. He's the one that didn't sign with the Braves. Don't blame you. You could, and I'll tell you something else. They tried to deal with him during the year. They said all along they would give him $32 million. Now, it was rumored that he was going to make $38 million in L.A., and he's not making that much. He didn't end up making that much. Dwayne, if you want to come on, so hop on here. I think I sent you an invite. I think the invite's out there. So I'm going to try to rank my top 25 teams. Whoever out there, if you're out there in chat land, you can do it too. But if you guys want to help me, it's up to you guys too. If you want to do it with me, I'm just going to tell you what each team did. Well, they won, lost, and how bad or whatever they won or lost by. And Dwayne March, excellent job on YRL today. I didn't win, but I didn't do well.
I'm hoping I was still in the middle group, and I know that I'm kind of was in and out, and I saw it overtaken from the back group to the middle group.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I even got to the playoffs, and at this point, as long as if I'm in the get relegated, I'm okay with that too.
But you're not in the bottom 5. You're not going to be going to.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you're down that far. Playoffs is top 16, so you wouldn't have to worry about that if you're way up there.
Is there a way to improve attributes as, say, if you do multiple seasons?
Well, what happens is if you're a champion, that allows you one more either fast pit or one more repair number. Just one number. Yeah, but that's the only way if you end up winning a championship. So, yeah. How about this one, guys? 2021 teams. Army beats Baylor. Army beat Baylor on this replay. Squeaked by. Let's see, what was the score? 30-26. 30-26. Playing in New York at Army, but they ended up winning that game. And did you guys see last night's? Did you see us on last evening when I had Travis Wilson on?
I did not.
Travis Wilson owns horses. He's from Long Island. He's got 6 horses he owns, and it's like he owns one in California, a couple in Kentucky, and some up at Belmont.
Did he give you the story of how he found the channel?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we'll give him a few episodes to try to just kind of be a guest. And
how he ends up finding me. Yeah. Now let me ask you, how did you find my channel? Do you remember?
I think it was when you were on with ID Jester and we did the baseball preview show.
And did you just found out that I had a channel and then you went looking for it?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. ID Jester was in here a couple days ago. He's been in here a couple times. He's still in some pain, the way I understand.
He's probably still got people poking and prodding him, come on.
Yeah. Matt Sharver, I've seen him come around yesterday, trying to find out his situation as far as with the obviously he's a big Lightning fan. Want to see how he feels about the results there. Harris was at Game 6. I mean, right there, and he saw the cup getting thrown from player to player and handed from player to player. So
you see that thing got dented.
Oh, he got dented.
The base did, because he kind of did a little bit of a, I don't want to say slipped. It was Abe Kubel, the former Flyer. Kind of went to the ice, and the base got, what's aluminum, so it bends a little easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's nothing that can't be ding 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 ding.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Joe Sakic was one happy GM after they won. I didn't even realize he was the general manager of that team.
Yeah,
he was a heck of a player when he played.
And then that also puts Jared Bednar, the coach, in rarefied air. He has won the championship in every level: ECHL, AHL, and NHL.
Oh, really? As coach, as coach.
Wow. He led, the Cleveland. He was the minor league coach of the Blue Jackets in 2016 when they won the Calder Cup. I was at the game where they won. It was a overtime game.
Where did they play? Where did they play at?
They play at now Rocket Mortgage, where the Cavs play
in Cleveland.
Yes, for the
what was the name? Cleveland.
It was Lake Erie Monsters at the time. Now it's Cleveland Monsters.
Cleveland Monsters, and that's Columbus's Blue Jackets minor league team.
The highest level, yes.
Yeah. So if they call them up, call them down, that's the way they do it then.
It was so much easier than trying to have to pull them from Syracuse. I was like, I understand it wasn't available at the time, because when the Blue Jackets came in it was because of the Gordon Gunn connection. Now, Gordon Gunn was the former blind owner of the Cavaliers.
Uh-huh.
And he took over for Ted Stepien, who was the world's worst owner. There's the reason why they have a Ted Stepien rule in the NBA, where you cannot trade consecutive first-round picks. He had a minority stake in the San Jose Sharks, so they thought it'd be a good idea to have the San Jose Sharks affiliate here, and it bombed because there's no connection. I'm like, well, okay, so I'm supposed to root for a team that I can't go watch them play but once a year, if ever. Or I have to go up to I have to go travel another 2 hours and go up to Detroit and go see them play maybe the same amount of times. So after that kind of fizzled out, and then I think it was only about 2 years later they were the Avalanche affiliate, and then finally they decided to re-trigger it and have it be the Columbus affiliate. So trust me, there's a whole
Roger,
pardon? It's a story behind it.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Tennessee. I'm a little town called Winfield, Tennessee. It's in very northern. It's about an hour north of Knoxville.
Okay. He says we have about 2 or 3 miles from Kentucky.
I'm just about 2 miles from Kentucky border.
Yeah.
Tim is right out. You're outside of Cleveland a little bit, right, Tim? Or are you in the city of Cleveland? You're outside the city.
Just essentially all I have to do is travel about 2 miles to the east, and I am in Cleveland proper.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a little suburb that's,
I got
just outside of Cleveland. Yeah.
Right. I got you there. And then I'm in the south central part of Virginia. If I go straight down, I go to Greensboro. If I go straight up, I go to Charlottesville. If I go to my west, I can go to Roanoke, and if I go to my east, I can go to Richmond. So,
well, the other funny thing I love about Ohio is that Cincinnati National Airport is in Covington, Kentucky.
Yes, it is. It's across the river. CVG.
I did not know that there was a official designation for that. And ours is the CLE for Cleveland Hopkins.
Yep. CVG. Yep. I worked at an airport for a while. I had to learn every one of them that we flew to, and it was like 100 of them. And because
some of them are kind of you probably know from hearing, like LAX and
Yeah, and LAS is Las Vegas. Now it was McCarran but they may be going to change that one now since it's no longer called McCarran Airport.
Oh, it isn't.
No, McCarran changed its name. One of the senators or something ended up getting.
Oh, is it Harry Reid? I think it is.
Harry Reid Airport. Harry Reid Airport. Yep, that's what it is. And so DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. Some of them were pretty easy to learn. Like let's see.
There's DFW for Dallas Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, that is. And let's see. How about this one might get you? IAD.
That Des Moines, Iowa? No? Okay, go ahead.
International Airport of Dulles. Dulles in Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy the way they do some of them. And then
I mean, some of them they don't want to say DIA,
and then let's see. RDU. Does anybody know RDU? I know Keith would. Harris Jessup, I'm here, but can't get my damn camera working. I need to pick up a new computer tomorrow. I'm so damn tired of these computer issues. I'm sure, bruh. We've been wanting to have you on here, too. I just brought it up. RDU is Raleigh, Durham. Raleigh,
you got a question for Harris. Does he still have LB living with him?
Yeah, little bastard. Now it's not little bitch. He found out it was a male. Dwayne, did you ever get that PDF you asked for?
From Harris to Dwayne.
Yeah, Harris to Dwayne. Dwayne can come on live if he wanted to. I sent him another invitation. I sent one to Harris too, but I had no idea he couldn't come on. He's had so many computer issues.
Hey, PJ.
PJ can come on if he wanted to right here. I can invite him too. Yeah, PJ is living.
He got the. So
he's got him a place. PJ found him a place. Yeah, he has found him a landed spot.
So a funny thing for what Harris was saying that another YouTuber that's got a whole bunch of followers because he had a orange cat and the black cat, unfortunately is now deceased. He called them trouble nuggets. He has
Lord.
trouble nuggets cut off.
Just got back from a bluegrass jam. PJ must like it up there where he's at. He's not too far outside of where James Madison University plays football in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and it's really up in the mountains. And he's definitely not in New York anymore. He was in New York City or Long Island, so he's definitely not there anymore. He's had to do some life-changing things to come down to Virginia, I'm sure. But today was beautiful here. Oh, my God. It got maybe 82, 83 at the highest. It was nice here. Roger, how about where you were today? Was it real hot or not too bad?
I was getting ready to say it was exactly 82, 83 at the hottest part. We've been in the mid to upper 90s last week, so we've had a little break this week.
Yeah. Tim, how was your weather today?
Like I said, I think maybe mid to upper 70s, low humidity.
Wow. Yeah, PJ.
The pain is coming.
Yeah, some more heat's coming. Love it here. Picking mulberries and blackberries at nearby park. Harris, outside of Orlando, 97 here. That may be current. Right now, 9:45 at night. 97. Can you imagine? Man, our light bill is high enough. Some houses, I do know this. Some of the houses now that they're building in some parts of southern Florida, they're making them have two air conditioning units. How about that stuff? You got one on one end of the house and one on the other end of the house. Can you imagine the light bill for that, boys? Now it's 81 with a feel like 91. Okay, 81. Not terrible bad. I mean, it's warm enough. Yeah, it really is. We saw a doubleheader baseball game in Charlottesville. Sadly, Tom Sox lost both games. 70 degrees here in Charlottesville. I don't have my current temperature here right now. I don't have my phone right here. I got my phone over on my couch, but just throw me a current temperature. What's our temperature here at home? I would say if I had to get 71 here, so that's not too bad. 71, that's definitely doable. It's not bad at all.
So we're looking at low 80s for 4th of July. So
we're at 70 right now.
Home run Braves 4-3.
Hey, Tim, you were talking about the draft and trading first round picks. Did you guys see any of the NBA draft?
I saw I saw that ridiculous outfit that Banchero wore no, I didn't really see any of the
Duke player had.
Yeah.
They're almost, this is the truth. About half of the picks were traded. They would pick, and then 2 or 3 picks later, they'd come on and say that pick has been traded to this one, or this pick coming up is being right after they announced it. This is a trade to so and so.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Harris says it's better than the other day. We had a feel like 115. I have never felt anything like that. That was the worst first pick taken. Oh, okay. The first pick taken from Duke. How about the kid? I don't even know his name right now, but he made the news. He came out publicly and he says, LeBron, be happy. Be happy where you've been, because now I'm taking your spot. I am now the best player in the NBA. He's walking on a court, going to be a rookie. He's not the first overall pick. This kid was picked down a little bit. I'm going to be the best player in the NBA. Now, I like his attitude. Like, okay, damn it, I'm going to be good. I don't care what anybody says. But when you reach a cockiness to the point that, guess what? I got to go out here and tell everybody. If you tell your coaches, that's one thing. But to go out here and go public with it, guess what? The first time somebody runs through you run through the middle of the lane, somebody's going to stick a leg out there and let you go face first into the floor a couple times, and they're going to be like, "Here you go, bro. Pick your teeth up on the way out the door." Yep.
I was thinking they put number 12 on the bench, put him on his butt. We'll even pay
just
the fine.
Put a target on my back right now.
Yeah, right, dumbass. Just put the word dumbass on your back too while you at it, because look. Michael Jordan, he wasn't even the first. He was the third pick taken that year. I think he was
Olajuwon and Sam Bowie.
Sam Bowie was first. Yeah, Sam Bowie was first. Then Olajuwon, then Jordan, and it was highly regarded. Then they said something about somebody in this class may end up being a really good player before the end of the year. And we saw where Michael Jordan was scored 23, 24 his rookie year. And they said, well, this kid could be as good. And I don't forget who they said it was, Tiny Archibald or somebody. They put him to somebody's, that was good, but not great. And he may be this good. And then 3 or 4 years later, then we knew how good he was going to be. And they said, okay, look, if he plays 10 more years, not only is he a Hall of Famer, he's probably a top 10, top 15 player of all time. So it's, look, keep your mouth shut unless you go talk to coaches and be like, hey, coach, guess what? Tonight, I see who I'm going up against. He's 3 inches shorter than me. He can't keep up with me. I'm going to put 30 on him. But not only am I putting 30 up, we're going to win. That's the problem with these kids nowadays. They all look at stats. I can get 15 rebounds. I can get 20 assists. I can get 30 points. But none of them care about the W at the end of the rainbow.
But can you help me win?
Right. And that is where Steph Curry and some of these guys from Golden State, I've got all the respect in the world for him. I mean, I realize he came out here at the end of the game showing his ass, saying, yeah, got another ring and all this kind of stuff. He was happy. But when they finally did win it in Boston, he was breaking down, crying and everything. You could tell it meant a lot to him to win it. And that now, to me, that kind of takes away from maybe Durant when he was there helping them, because they didn't need Durant this year. Durant is talking about going back there, is what I'm hearing. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Has he put himself in the, I don't want to say cancer, but has he put himself in that realm for Durant? I know he can help a team, but, you know.
Yeah, he is not – Durant is not Westbrook yet. That's the good thing. Westbrook, he is so stat-driven that remember when he had all those double-doubles and triple-doubles? He had like 70-some games double-doubles one year.
Well, he averaged a triple-double the one year.
Right. He averaged triple-double, and they won 20 games. They won 20 games, and it was all because he had to have the ball in his hand, he had to rebound the ball, and he had to shoot the ball. And it's just crazy.
Well, got an update for the Guardians game, and then some update for Russell Westbrook. Byron Buxton's solo home run, the top of the ninth, makes it 6-0 Twins. And then Westbrook, either the team picked up his option or he picked up his option. He's going to be making $40+ million for the Lakers this year.
Yeah, it was rumored that he was going to stay. And if he did stay, then they were going to have to try to unload some of those. And the thing of it is, though, the bench players, why unload them? They're not the ones making the money. This guy, imagine what Kobe Bryant could have done with a year or two of college. He never even seen the NCAA floor. Yeah.
Well,
if Kobe was saying for the longest time he was going to go to Duke, and had he went to Duke, he was the 8th pick that year. Yeah, he was 8th
by Charlotte.
Charlotte picked him, and he immediately got traded to LA. Yeah,
because Charlotte needed a big man because it was 90s basketball. So the Lakers they pretty much had the deal with Shaq in tow.
Yeah.
And so they're like, yeah, we'll go ahead and dump Vlade Divac, take him.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they had the deal where the one kid died in a car accident, Bobby Phills.
Yeah.
That was friggin' tragic, especially since he was a former Cavalier. He went from like 12th player on the bench to an all-star.
All-star, and he was
all because he decided to drag race with David Wesley, who became a Cavalier later on.
Yeah, it's a wonder he didn't get railed out of town himself.
It was the 90s. There wasn't the backlash in media then as there is,
and it wasn't the internet and all that kind of stuff throwing shade at him too. 4-3 Braves. We're in the bottom of the 8th, 1 out, and Odubel Herrera is up 1-2 count. So they got to do something pretty quick if they're going to win tonight. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was just he was a sick player. But I tell you what, he scored 81 one time, didn't he?
He scored 81 the day that the Steelers and Colts played that one game where Roethlisberger in 06 when Roethlisberger fumbled late in the game and he made that miraculous tackle. Yeah. And then Vanderjagt pushed it wide left to put the Steelers in the title game.
Yeah. Not to change the subject, but has anyone in here played pocket pennant run baseball? I've never even heard of it. That's
Beatles Eternally, and Al Red Sox fan might have played that. Or talk to Dave Gardner. I think he's played that.
I have played that one.
You have played it. Roger, yes. Tell us about it. And while you're doing that, let me go get my phone so I can at least take a look at what it looks like.
Pocket pennant run is a couple of guys got together, and it'd been years in process. It's different engine from anything you've ever seen. It uses D12s. It'll be red, blue, and yellow D12s, and the pitchers are off the red, the hitters are off the blue, and defense is off yellow, and things like that. And it's just very different. All the teams are on a little normal size card that the whole team is on there. It's got the hitters on one side, pitchers on the other, and they're graded in a letter grades from like A to D or whatever.
So if you were going to grade it on a 100 scale, 100 being the best game you ever played, what would you give it off of a 100 as far as gameplay and everything? What would you think of? Is it high or not real high?
I'm going to say probably maybe 70, 72.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere in there.
All right.
I've played better games, but the engine makes it's so different. And the good thing about it is too, when you order the game, whether it's either the printed or the PDF, they give you a PDF file where you can get any team from the beginning of baseball history, and you can print them out.
Did you get the printed version or the PDF?
I did the PDF. That's mostly what I do in most of my games.
Okay.
I have a printer thing where I pay monthly for a printer thing, and I can print as much as I want pretty much, so I do PDFs.
PJet says you can get the Colorado and Tampa teams free PDFs for Hockey Blast from the free page of Play website now. So how about that? So Tampa Bay Lightning, Colorado Avalanche. If you've got Hockey Blast, you can download the PDF for those two, the Eastern Conference and the Stanley Cup champion Avalanche as well. So pretty cool. I did not know that. I was not sure about it. Let's. You said about 70, 72. Do you have History Maker Baseball?
I do not have that one.
You do not. Do you have Strat? Do you have App?
I do have the only Strat I have is the Hall of Fame set.
Okay.
I got the game with the Hall of Fame set.
What would you rank your Strat baseball out of 100?
I could probably say pretty low, just because I haven't played it in probably 2 years. With everything else that's out there. I would say on a Strat, compared to the rest of my baseball games, would probably be 65 to 70.
Okay. Harris has a question for you. Roger, let me ask you, do you think it's worth even buying the printed version over the PDF version of Pocket Pennant Run Baseball?
It's relatively expensive. I think it's like $19.99 for the set, and you get all the cards that you need for the charts. They're also the small, regular size playing cards. The charts are, and then you get however many teams you get in it. To me, it's not worth it because you can get the PDF, I think, for 10 versus the printed for 20 plus maybe shipping. So, but I did see the other day where they're going to have at the end of July, 1st of August, they're going to have an all-star, all-time set for all the teams, all-time sets that you can buy through that one. So
now, where Pocket Pennant Run Baseball? Where is that? Who are they associated with? Is it somebody in particular, or they got their own setup?
It's their own setup. It's two guys. The story is they had played other games and they decided they wanted to do something different, and they've been working on this for years. So it's just like I was saying when Tim was here and I was telling when you were gone, they use D12s. You roll 3 D12s each roll, and the batter's off the blue, the pitcher's off the red, and the defensive stuff's off the yellow. So it's a different thing than anybody else has got. Yeah. They have some all-star sets where it's the 2 all-star teams from whatever years for maybe 99 cents for that set. And they've got several of those. But the main thing that sells it is that link that you get that you can pull up and print any team in history that you want.
Oh, okay.
You can print them out in that format.
Excel static exporter.
Yes.
Team creator. I see that. Yeah.
Yep.
Printable score sheet generators, lineup generators, database with 290,000 players. How about that? Oh,
and they're improving it all the time. Kurt Berglund has done some of the YouTube videos for that one too.
And right here, actually, it says 180,000 cards. That's what he says. Right here, it even says 290,000 plus players. Yeah,
it was 180,000 when they first came out with a game about.
Yeah, I just looked it up. I just looked it up right here now, and it says 290,000 plus.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
That is the big seller for that game. Is that you can look up these teams and you can print them. Put them on your computer or play them from there. And
you got the Negro League, you got MLB, you got the NPB of Japan, the KBO of Korea, the MLB's AAA teams all the way from 2000 to now.
Yeah.
And then it's more coming in the future updates. And when it does, you don't have to pay any more for them.
I think a lot of them know. But they do put them on their site, and they're real good. If you have Facebook and join the group, they keep it updated frequently, and I can't even keep up with it all.
Yeah. I know I'd be maybe a little bit interested to play anywhere from like 1989 to 1992 for AAA Charlotte for the Indians. You'd have like Jim Thome. You'd have
AAA starts at 2000 to
but they'll probably. The thing is, they'll probably.
They may stretch it out. They may stretch it out. Yeah.
They're working on stuff all the time.
And if they do that, I remember the minor league teams back in the '80s when the Mets were in Lynchburg, and they had Strawberry, they had Dwight
Gooden.
Yeah. They had a bunch of good. Yeah. So. That was a good team back then, and then,
those Japan teams and Korea teams are interesting too. I've got a few of them printed off, played a few games with those. Can't pronounce the names, but I enjoy playing with those. It's something different from anything else.
How about some of the AAA teams? Do you?
Not done any of those yet. Those are just real recent.
That is real recent. Okay, yeah. I've got this here, and I was just looking at it, and I was like, powered by Weebly. Yeah. Because I thought it was supposed to be weekly.com, and he's at .weebly.com, and that is powered by Weebly. Yeah. So that is pretty cool. Yeah.
I just say 70 to 72 just basically because there's other games I play more that I enjoy more. But everything he's doing with it, that'll do nothing but improve.
Yeah.
Matt McKeever?
Yes.
Yeah. Designer. C&M Games Incorporated. Game, it says right here, playing time 30 to 60 minutes for a game. What would you say, closer to the 60-minute mark or closer to the 30?
I'd say right in the middle. I'm averaging 40 to 50, depending on.
Okay. All right. Okay. It says 1 to 2 players. 8.3 out of 10 is not a bad score. That is real good right here.
No.
Yeah, they're getting really good. Anything over $99 will be free shipping. Wow. It's all sorts of stuff they got. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how good their card stock is, Harris. I don't know about that. So, Kurt Berglund, like you say, he's uploaded it back in December and showed his first look at it. And 93 Tigers was his deal. 74 Dodgers. He's got a lot of videos on that. Pocket Pennant Run Gaming Community, Facebook.
They say the card stock is really good. I print mine off all on 110. So
yeah. Now the one that I will not take PDFs from is when I go get payoff pitch. Their cards are second to none, man. They say 110 bullshit. It's probably something like a 140. It's some strong stuff. I'm looking pocket pennant just for the footprint and how it's easy to take on the road with you.
Mm-hmm.
I did send Kurt a message getting his thoughts on which version.
Yeah.
Very cool. And look, folks, this is Harris right here. Harris has been with the group here for over 2 years. We all have our different ways, but I'm like Harris. Before I go make a purchase, I don't care if it's $15, $20, $30, $40. I like to look into it.
Yeah.
I like to look into it and see, like, okay, let's see how. I don't even like to ask people. I like to look and see how involved they're in it. When they really, really change the pitch of their voice, when they are like, okay, this. Or if they're talking like they have just went to the morgue, then you can pretty much figure, okay, they are just, they're just wanting to talk to somebody and they don't have anybody to talk to today.
Then, Rob, don't go watch one of my 2016 Twins games. I'm sure I had a few of them that were like like that. That was my ever-evolving setup for when I had it at the kitchen table, when I leaned the picture card up against like a kind of a calendar, like a flip-over calendar, small one. And then I decided to come to my, my desk here and knock over the camera because I had it on my left side, which is my rolling side. I'm like, yeah.
I played a payoff pitch game, and I can say it now. I played a payoff pitch game, and I played. I tried to find the two worst pitchers in baseball. So I found one that was with the Rangers. And I found one that was with the Rockies to start. And I let them two teams go at it. And after 3 innings, I think it was 18-0. I took all the cards and I put them back in the box. I stopped my video. I immediately went to YouTube and I erased that son of a bitch right off of there. I was like, I anybody that saw that could have saved it, I guess. But I think it was 2 or 3 innings in. It was 18-0. I mean, it had been 2 or 3 grand slams hit by Colorado. Blackman had hit one, and Trevor Story had hit one. And I'm like, no, I am not going to sit here for another 2 hours and maybe score 40 runs, and the other team may not score once. I mean, I was rolling the dice, and if it was even on the edge a little bit, okay, we got to re-roll that again because this team is already shitting the field up for me, and they didn't get no better. I mean, it was just like, and that's the dangers when you show your dice because people are like, oh, I saw that one, Rob. Oh, yeah, I saw it too. It's 6, 6, right. 6, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there's something a little lost. I was kind of trying to watch this one other channel. I don't even remember what it was. I probably pull up my history and find it. He was trying to do like some like worst teams of all time. I'm like, okay, Demos did that once.
Yeah.
And like he didn't show the dice roll. So I'm like, yeah.
Nobody. Yeah.
You gotta show the dice roll.
I like to show my dice rolls. I like to show that because that way, especially if somebody's got the cards too, they can look it up and say, whoa, that's already a double or whatever, and know it before I can even see it good because I have to kind of look around. Sometimes I can see it on my camera. If it's good enough, they're going to score again.
Do you know who could make that sound good, though? An 18-0 game that would turn into 40? Al Red Sox fan.
Al Red Sox fan he's got the
man,
voice.
That dude.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Al not be excited about something. If he's not excited about something, he's probably drinking because I'm serious. He's like, okay, we're ready for round 1. And I mean, where I would be just like, okay, I'm ready for round 1. We're ready for round 1, folks. And I mean, you can see he is already, he's already revving.
Sorry, Al.
He's already,
we love him.
He's revving in 4th gear, and he's got 7 gears, while my gears stop at 3. He's revving
like
it's 4th.
18-0, and he's like, You know, it would be interesting what he would be doing.
Oh yeah,
but
because it'd be like,
it would be
40, folks? Can they get 40?
All right, so final score in Cleveland: Twins win 6-0.
Good looking honky. Oh my Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. We see it all, folks. We see it all in here.
At least he didn't come out with the obscene username like a lot of them do. But
now, and the fact is, YouTube is watching the channel now for me. I don't even have to look at it no more. They're going to start locking down computers if they come in here like a couple of different names and do that. They're going to start locking their computers down, so they'll know if they come in here showing themselves. They're going to, like I say, I didn't have anything to do with Alex Maffasoli's deal, but Alex came in here and did something one time, and he went 2 months. He went 2 months where he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't come in here and talk or nothing. They wouldn't allow him in. I'm telling you, they are tightening up. If you come in here, act like you got some damn sense, they're not so bad. But if you come in here, every other word's cussing and this and that, they're not going to put up with it. And I'm fine with it. So I could make my channel be accepting of that, but I don't do that. There's like 5 levels you can set it at. Once you get going, you can make it pure adult, where you got to actually prove that you're 21 to 18 or whatever to get in here and stuff. Yeah, it almost lock out kids and stuff. But I always send mine out there. It says something about not recommended for kids. So if you bring your kid in here, that's on you. That's on you. If you let your kid come in here at 10 years old and they're in here and they're watching me play baseball 1 minute, then after that we're talking about Lord knows what else.
Or you mean like former TV stars going into the porn industry?
Yeah, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, like it was the other night. Yeah, or when we talk about who we think is a hot actress, who we like as actors, stuff like that. It's just stuff we talk about, but it's not stuff probably made for a 12-year-old. So and that's all I say to people is, if you've got a 12-year-old out there, this is an adult channel. We probably may play some baseball or some football or whatever on here, but we don't bleep our words every time we say something. If somebody, if Roger has his wife come in there and says, "Hey, try some soup," and he tries it and it burns his mouth and he goes, "Oh, F," I'm not bleeping it out. I'm just letting it roll right there as long as he doesn't give a shit. Because that's
the interesting line. That's like, even I talked about the movie reaction channels that I watch. It's like, okay, are we only going to delete out the stuff that's offensive, i.e., most of the first 45 minutes of Full Metal Jacket?
Right.
Or are we going to let all the curse words fly and just say we're not for kids?
Right.
People use this language.
Right. And I've never bleep. If it gets to the point where I've got to bleep it out, I will erase that video completely. If it gets that bad. But as far as somebody dropping an F-bomb or something like that, adults say adult stuff, even though sometimes we probably shouldn't. But as long as not somebody's wanting to argue and fuss with somebody, it's just said, and we're here and just carrying on stuff with people. We realize at the end of the night when we set our headsets down, cut our computers off, we close them up. If we feel good enough about ourselves, that's all you got to do. You don't have to. We're not each representing each other, but we are trying to represent our channel and YouTube as best we can, anyways.
So can I throw a beef that I have right now with something going on in the world?
Yeah.
So Uber Eats, I understand that they are now, involving non-food. If you are that much of a person who does not know what you can and cannot eat.
Oh, when they show the commercial eating tape and shit like that. Have you seen that garbage? Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Uber Eats Who was the woman on there the other day?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, she's opening up a box. Oh, so I guess anything here I can eat. And she starts taking the tape and going,
oh, that's a male that does that. Male is eating the tape.
It's a guy eating the tape.
Yeah.
Okay. Darlene says a guy eating the tape.
Pay
But they
me
eat
enough to
different
do it,
things and stuff. And I'm like, okay, look. We got dumbasses out here. We got fools out here. We got people that watch this garbage. And guess what they're going to do? As soon as that commercial goes off, they're going to say, hey, let's stage a commercial just like this. Now, if I got some gravy or if I got some something else to go with it, do you think that tape is really edible? The next thing you're going to see is these people going to be going to the damn emergency room, shitting out a damn thing of tape for the next 2 days. Dumbasses, man. Stupid people. But that's the kind of generation we got. They see this shit, monkey see, monkey do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly the way they're doing. Dumbasses do dumbass things. Please, folks, please. A 5-year-old that goes to kindergarten sees a piece of paper. And what do they want to do? They want to get a pencil and write on it. They don't want to eat the damn thing, and don't you do it either. I don't care if you are 30 years old.
Wax does not taste good for crayons.
What's up there, Robert Bryant? Yeah, and probably and that's why they made them non-toxic. That's why they made them non-toxic. How many kids have you ever seen nervous in the kindergarten class? The next thing you know, you see the end of the crayon got teeth prints on it. They're not dying, folks. They're not going to die, but it's not good for them. Right. But we do not have to show kids, being adults that we are, okay, look, this says Uber Eats. I wonder if this paper can be ate. And the next thing you know, they start chewing on it. That should be against the law. Don't show that stuff on commercials. Look, there's too many impressionable dumbasses out there now. Not just little kids. I'm just talking about some of the big kids out there doing so much stupid stuff. No. Uber Eats, show the food. If they want to open up something, that's the problem, though. They're not allowed to open up anything and actually eat it because it may actually be from a company or whatever that's not paying them something. That's the only reason they're doing it that way. If it was something from Hardee's or something from McDonald's or something from Burger King or Chick-fil-A or Applebee's or whatever, then they should probably have to pay them something and say, look, yeah, you can get it through that way and all. I know Harris has done the Uber Eats. He knows the deal better.
He does DoorDash. Yeah.
Yeah. So he knows the deal better than anybody does. Mm-hmm. He really does. So it's
guys, there's not a lot of things that you can't change, but you can't change stupid.
Yeah.
No, you can't fix stupid.
You cannot fix it.
Right. Stupid stuff by stupid people. The only way you can do that to beat the hell out of them and knock them out where they're going to sit there and they can't do whatever. Yeah. That's
going to knock some more stupid into them, though. Probably.
It could. I guess it could. Yeah. I've been thinking of things, and I don't even want to say it because it may be people watching it that know me. But I've jumped neighbors' kids. Get your kids out the damn road. Do they actually have magnets on the bottom of their feet? And do we have a magnet going in the middle of the road that's drawing them right to that middle of the road? 8, 9, 10 years old, cars flying up the road and all. They're going to get hit. Mm-hmm. Cars have places to be and places. You got a backyard. You got a front yard. I mean, they actually have decent sized yards there. But no, that driveway with that pavement. Oh yeah, I'd like to lay on skateboard. I want to lay on the skateboard and walk on it and all that and see how far I can go, and then go back the other way. And the next thing you know, your little ass is out there the road. Yeah, it upsets me to no end. I am so glad at times that we don't have kids. I love kids to death, but right now, if I had a kid, I've told my wife, number one, they would mind me and her big time. And number two, if they was out here doing some of the crazy stuff some of these other kids are doing, they wouldn't be able to sit down for a week because I wouldn't be putting up with this garbage. I hate going to a restaurant. And I mean, they're 4 and 5 years old and they're right behind you, man. And they are screaming to the utter hell. I mean, they're shaking the damn windows in the place. And I'm like, oh God, I could go on a freeway and listen to this shit. I'm just like, I hate that. John says we're leaving the baseball game and 4 kids didn't get out of the road until we beeped. Their parents got on them. Yeah, I'll get on them too. I have jumped on kids in my neighborhood that I didn't know their names, but I knew who their mom and daddy was. I said, look, get out of that road. And they looked at me like, what? Yeah, go and tell your mama if you want to. I don't care. If your mama has a problem with me, then she's a dumbass for letting you come out there to start with and a dumbass to come jumping in my face when I kept you out of the road. Yeah, man, I'll tell you. Yeah, get your kids in some kind of activity. Play baseball, play t-ball, play whatever.
If they like skateboarding so much, go find them a freaking skate park.
Yes, take them to a park and let them ride until they get tired.
Yeah, or go find a freaking go live on a cul-de-sac where.
Yes, or hey, this is the best thing. Play on a soccer team. They let them play, and now when they get tired and got the tongue wagging, they can come tag a player, and another one comes in for them, and they do like that so they don't have to set the bench a whole game. Yeah, let them go out there and run for 2 hours straight. I think that's a beautiful thing. Let them run till they can't run no more. Why not?
Well, I mean, kids got energy to burn, and unfortunately,
yeah, they do. And let's play a double header of soccer. I don't know if they ever do that. No, let's do it today. 5-3 Atlanta. We're in the bottom of the 9th. There's 1 away, and it looks like it's fixed to be 2 out. Yeah, Olsen couldn't quite make it.
Hey, here's you another word to get going on. I don't mean to go off track what we're trying to do here, but
that's okay.
Respect. How about that one today?
Yeah. Yep.
Does it exist today?
It does, but not to the extent it did when I was going to school. Because when I went to school, you stepped in a class, you said yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm talking about. Kids these days, do they even respect their own parents?
A lot of them don't. I agree. A lot of them don't. Now, I still think there's some that do. There's some parents that demand it. When I was a kid, my parents never drove me to any sports practice. I had to ride my bike everywhere. Now, my mom and dad took me because it was 9 miles one way. Right. They took me, and I had neighbors 2 houses away, and we played on the same team sometimes. So mom would be like, hey, do you mind taking Rob with you today? I'll take your son to next time. And they would do that. They'd switch us off all the time. And then by the time I started playing high school baseball, county league baseball, I was old enough to drive myself. We would play during the week and start a baseball game at 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning. So we wouldn't be playing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when it was, 105 degrees. And they'd get us down there playing and all. And my mom and dad would always be like, hey, as soon as the game's over with, if you go into the store up there, take a quarter with you. That way you can call me, way yonder before it was any cell phones and stuff. And they trusted me to the point they knew I wanted to play ball. They knew I wasn't going to go out here, drive a car and go crazy and do stuff like that. And now they can tell where you're at. If they want to, if you got 3 kids, they can put a thing on each one of them's phone now. Mm-hmm. And it's a tracking device. And you better be where you say you're going to be, or mom and dad better lay the law down to it. If they don't do it, that's their problem then. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just think nowadays there's and that's the third out of the game, and that is the end of the game. Atlanta Braves win 5-3, game one of a 3-game set in Philly. What's that Guardians game looking like now? Is it over?
It was over about 10 minutes ago. 6-0 Twins final.
And you said Buxton hit a home run in that game
in the 9th. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually picked him
of the season. But
how many home runs he got?
20.
Yeah, I picked him to be the MVP this year. We'll see. I don't know if he's that good.
He's got a wonky knee though, so he's going to be not playing full time. Like he might do like 2 games on, game off, or Not.
And the good thing about both leagues is now you can play DH, hit, and not have to get out there and play the field so much. He plays center field a lot too, don't he?
Yeah. Well, the thing is that he's just a freak of nature. Like, it almost reminded me when I was like 13, when my bones were trying to catch up to how fast that I'd grown. It's like he got everything going every which way and uncontrollable, and it's just he may not pass the injury bug until it's like 32 if he plays that long.
John Wise says, "Do you guys like the new name, the Guardians?" Tim,
it's all right.
He's getting used to it, I think.
I'm kind of used to it now.
Early on in the season, he was kind of once in a while still slip the Indians name out there. He doesn't slip it out very much anymore because he's watched 85, 90 games so far. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, now with baseball being the only ticket in town for another month and a half.
Yeah, and then you'll have your Browns warming up. Yeah.
Well, you still got free agency? I think's in I think it's like the 10th or 11th of July for the NHL. And I think NBA free agency starts tomorrow.
Yeah. So
something like that.
So
and then once the schedule.
Have you ever been to a Cavaliers game?
Yes.
Now, how interesting or how much fun are they compared to your other professional sports?
The problem that I have with, usually I've not sat close enough for an NBA game. There was a streak where I think the first 2 years of LeBron's career, me and a buddy went to the last home game of the season. Mm-hmm. So, and I think it's been that long since I've been to a Cavs game, like 2004, 2005.
15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I mean, the problem is like seeing a ball, like if you're behind the basket, like seeing it from their own basket going in. I mean,
yeah.
Okay. And it's like you're kind of, for every 5 minutes, every 2 minutes, I should say, when your team makes a basket,
Yeah. I got you.
It's all right. I mean, I haven't been to a playoff game where, I have to lose my voice like I did the last time I went to an AEW show.
Right. Last time I went to a basketball game, Sir Charles was playing in Phoenix, and who was that? That was a guard down in Charlotte. He could really shoot.
Well, not Steph's dad.
No, after that,
Rex Chapman.
No, black guy, number 41, I think was his number. He
Gaddison.
Not
Let me
Kenny
see if I can
Gaddison.
pull him up real quick.
I think his number was 41. He played for the Charlotte Hornets. It was Hornets. What Davis? I think he was a Michigan kid. I want to say maybe he was a Michigan kid.
Hold on.
Not Glenn. It won't Glenn Davis, but
Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice. Glenn
Yes.
Rice.
Yes.
That was his name. Glenn Rice. And he was playing really well, but Charles Barkley. They called him 6'6". He won't near 6'6". I mean, he's closer to 6'3" or 4. But
Probably.
he would push anybody out the way. He moved anybody out the way. I think he got like 28 rebounds a night. I went and seen him. He was sick. I mean, he scored like 24, 25 points, got like 28 rebounds, and maybe 4 or 5 assists or something like that. And Rice tried to keep him in the game. I think maybe he scored 42, 43, but it wasn't enough. Phoenix was a fun team to watch back then. And Charles Charles was just a good basketball player. Now, I love to watch him play golf because he can actually hit a golf ball. He can hit it.
Well, they did a whole show on the Golf Channel, didn't they, for trying to fix his swing?
Well, yeah, and then he ended up going to I forgot this guy's camp, this guy's school or whatever, and he took him on for a whole week and a half, 10 days, and he said, look, I'm not guaranteeing you're going to hit it straight, but you're going to hit the damn ball. You're not going to have any giddy up in it. And he does not anymore. No. And he says now he's a 13 handicap. That's pretty good. He plays all the time. But, I mean, this guy took him under his wing. I'm sure Charles was like, guess what? The wallet is open, brother. If you teach me if you can get this swing to look like that, I'm sure he was willing to pay him a lot of money. But
it's
Titleist and all these other companies, Callaway and all them, I'm sure they were probably like, okay, can we video this? Can we watch this and stuff? We'll pay you this much money if you let us do it. And then he probably was like, yep, it all goes to the coach because coach is going to be the one doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the guy's name, but yeah, he turned that guy around in a heartbeat. And I mean, last time I went to a basketball game was a Baltimore Bullet game. Oh, good Lord, Robert.
That's almost 50 years ago.
Robert's giving his age away now. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I guess around 50 years ago. I mean, it could be.
Robert, let's see. Washington Bullets were playing in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, they were probably, it was probably closer to like 45.
Baltimore Bullets would have been longer than that ago.
Let's see here. Let me pull up Washington
Bullets was up it would have been in the 60s, bro. It would have been in the 60s.
Well, that was their first name before I didn't realize they called them the Capitol Bullets.
Robert Bryant, he says, I'm 70. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they from 63, 64 to 72, 73, they were the Baltimore Bullets. And then they were one season as the Capitol Bullets.
And then they went to Washington Bullets.
Yep. Yeah. And then the worst part was the reason they changed it is sort of stuff you'd hear about now. Like, we don't want to be incurred with violence.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
So we're going to call them the Wizards. Okay.
Yeah. And that changed that all around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tell you what, folks, we're going to try to be back on again here in the next couple of days. I'm going to try to get my week 2 of Fast Drive College football going. Roger, keep in touch with us. Let us know what you got going on. Tim, you're invited anytime, my friend. Maybe one night we'll have a bunch of us on here. Earl of Pearl was playing when Robert Bryant was.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
That's been a while. For Roger, for Tim, my name is Rob. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. I hope you enjoyed the show. We talk about a little bit of anything, a little bit of everything. And as soon as you think you know what we're going to talk about, the subject changes. So we can't promise you anything, but we hope we kept you guys entertained and informed.
Great to be on with you guys.
Thanks a lot, bud.
Thanks,
Have
Roger.
a good one. God bless.
Thank you.